My name is Amber Peterson, and I am LitWorld's Director of Program Innovation. As you may know, LitWorld is a nonprofit that partners with organizations all around the world. Together, we deliver literacy-based programming that focuses on empowerment and social-emotional development. One of our key programs is the LitCamp, which brings together groups of young people in safe spaces for storytelling and story sharing. LitCamps traditionally meet in person over school breaks, but there are so many different ways to share our stories and have fun connecting with each other, and so our virtual LitCamp program is now in session and open to everyone. Join us every week to explore activities that can be done from anywhere, whether you're in a group, with your family, or on your own. Go to litworld.org to sign up for our virtual programming and to get up-to-date releases of new activities. To get virtual LitCamp started, it's helpful to explore the foundational ideas behind all of LitWorld's programming, the 7 strengths. The 7 strengths are belonging, identifying as a valued, respected, and represented member of a larger community; curiosity, fostering a willingness to explore new territory and test new theories; friendship, having close, trusting relationships and personal connections to others; kindness, being compassionate toward others, expressing tenderness that has an impact near and far; confidence, thinking independently and expressing ideas with assurance; courage, having the strength to do something that you know is right even though it might be difficult; and finally, hope, thinking optimistically and believing that today's efforts will produce good things in the future for yourself and for the world. LitWorld came up with these 7 important strengths after talking to kids and communities all around the world. We asked, what makes a person happy and successful? And it was these 7 ideas that came up over and over again. And so we embraced them. We made them the bedrock of all of our games and discussions and experiences and activities. And as you participate in our virtual LitCamp, you'll get a chance to explore and embrace them as well. So in the spirit of LitCamp, my check-in question for you today is, which of the 7 strengths do you identify with the most? For me, it's a little bit of a toss-up. I think all of them are incredibly important. We feel best when we feel like we belong to a community and that the people around us love us and respect us. Curiosity is such an important tool for exploring the world and helping us figure out how we fit into it. Friendships, those close personal relationships, give us the support and encouragement we need to be our best selves. Confidence is what we need to believe in ourselves and to trust our instincts. Courage allows us to use that confidence for the betterment of the world around us. And hope. It's so important that we have the idea that tomorrow can potentially be better than today or yesterday. All of that being said, my favorite strength of all the strengths has always been kindness. I think we often think of kindness as something external, but it's internal as well. Kindness to others and kindness to yourself can literally make all the difference, and it's often underrated when we talk about happy, successful people. Everyone can use a bit more kindness, and all of the 7 strengths, really. So today we're making a fun tool to help us share the 7 strengths with the people that we love. We are going to be making 7 strengths Dreamcatchers. All right, these little origami toys go by lots of different names, but today we're going to be using them to give 7 strengths challenges to our friends. The first thing we'll do to create our origami Dreamcatchers is a little brainstorming. What are the different ways that a person can show each of the different 7 strengths? I'll start by making a chart where I'll brainstorm some ideas. I'll make a column where I can list the 7 strengths, and then I'll make a column where I can come up with some specific actions people can take to show each strength. For example, one way I can feel like I belong is to be friendly. But being friendly isn't a super specific thing that we can do. On my chart, I'm going to think about some specific ways I can be friendly or help other people feel like they belong. One idea might be to say hello to 3 different people who don't live in my house today. For curiosity, a specific action might be to think up a random question and then find an answer to it. All right, so I'm going to do that for each one of the 7 strengths. Once I've done my brainstorm, I'm going to put that aside and then I'm going to fold my Dreamcatcher. Folding a Dreamcatcher isn't super hard, but there are some detailed steps. Step 1, get a square piece of paper. If you're starting with a piece of paper that's 8.5 by 11, you might need to cut off the excess until you have a perfect square. Step 2, fold the paper in half diagonally both ways. Step 3, fold in each of the edges until they meet the center of the paper. Step 4, flip the paper over and then repeat the process, folding in the edges again until they meet in the center. Step 5, fold your origami Dreamcatcher in half, and now you're done. Now comes the interesting part. On the outer 4 squares, you write different colors or numbers if you'd like. On the inside, you'll write the 7 strengths. On the 8th tab, you can make up your own strength if you'd like, or have it be a pick again tab. Inside of those flaps, you'll write a challenge that you have for the person who's, playing the game with you, related to the strength that they chose. So here is my finished Dreamcatcher. All right, as you can see, I've got all of my colors on the outside. On the inside are all of the different 7 strengths, and inside of that are the different challenges I have for each of the 7 strengths. Here's how you can play. First, have someone pick a color. If you decided to write numbers on the outside, you can have them pick a number as well. So let's say you pick blue. All right, there are 4 letters in the word blue, so I'm going to use my Dreamcatcher 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I've used it 4 times, you'll see on the inside I have 4 options. I've got friendship, pick again, hope, and kindness. All right, I'm going to ask someone to pick one of these ideas. So let's just say they pick kindness. All right, so they've picked kindness. Now that they've picked kindness, I can open up my Dreamcatcher and tell them the challenge that goes with kindness. For kindness, the challenge is give someone an anonymous gift today. You can use your 7 strengths Dreamcatcher to help your friends and families think about the 7 strengths and how they ring true in their own lives. As you complete this activity, think about which strengths you see your friends and family members display regularly. Are there ways that you can celebrate them for that? Also think about the strengths that you struggle with the most and why. Can you use the 7 strengths Dreamcatcher on yourself to help you practice those strengths more? So that's it. We'd love to hear some of the 7 strengths challenges that you come up with. Please feel free to share them in the comments or on our social media. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next week for another project. Don't forget to go to litworld.org for more ideas and resources. Please stay safe and stay connected.